Hey everybody, it's Harry here. How are you doing this week? The eagle-eyed amongst you may notice that I'm actually wearing a Tough Mudder t-shirt. And for those of you that don't know what Tough Mudder is and are going, what are you going on about today, Harry? Tough Mudder is a race that I did last weekend, and it is a 12-mile race over really muddy terrain, up and down hills in the woods and all that kind of stuff, but with about 24 obstacle courses thrown in amongst the mix, as if 12 miles wasn't bad enough. And really muddy, crawling through things, going through electric wired obstacles, jumping in freezing cold water, all of this kind of stuff. I'm not telling you this just because it's an interesting anecdote from my last week, although maybe it is, but really I'm telling you this because one of the last obstacles that we had there was this thing called Everest. And Everest was this massive, giant half pipe, so like kind of a half tube like that. And it was really kind of greasy and wet and muddy, and you had to get up to the top somehow. I don't know how the first people did it, because the way that everyone else was doing it when I got there is they were running and then leaping up for other people to catch them. So you didn't actually have to kind of climb up to the full 15 feet or whatever it was, you got the hands of people. Now the thing that I noticed with this particular obstacle was that the trick here and the advice that was given was actually don't aim for the hands, aim for the lip. That's where you want to go, not the hands. And I thought this was really interesting because it was like, I guess another metaphor for life. I'm always looking for metaphors for life in amongst general day-to-day things. But running as hard as you can and aiming for the hands, sometimes we underestimate both on that activity, as I saw many people, and in life in general, the effort that sometimes is required to hit the goal that we need. We set off on things, all kind of gung-ho, sprinting along, but yet we don't really put our sights fixed firmly on the goal enough and enough effort in there to actually reach that goal sometimes. So when you saw people running, they were like kind of looking at the hands, they would always fall like a foot or two short, and there was no chance of them getting up there. But when you focused all your energies on beyond the hands, so you know, if your real goal was the hands, you were focusing really on the lip, you put more effort than it was worth, because we always underestimate how much effort sometimes something is required. And I just thought that was really interesting, because everyone that I saw who was focused 100% on ignoring all those people with their hands, but just going straight for that, the edge of the Everest obstacle, made it up there pretty much first time. And so I saw people doing that, and that was my tactic. I was like, sprint, ignore the hands, and you know, I hit the lip, but I didn't have enough really to get me up there, because as I just explained, I underestimated just how much maybe my capabilities were there on my own, and that I needed that help. And that's the other thing that I learned, is that actually, you know, you hit the goal and you go as fast as you can with that goal, but you know, sometimes you do need that helping hand to get up. And sometimes in the case of Everest, the leg, the shoulder, or whatever people could grab hold of, they would grab and they would pull you up. And then you would do the same for others. And it was really fabulous. And I just wanted to share that with you because I thought that was a useful life lesson, that, you know, if you're aiming to go for something, don't underestimate the effort that it's going to take to get there. Be that running a marathon or starting a business or getting a promotion at work. Go beyond where you think you need to go, because sometimes you're going to come to that end and you're going to need that little extra in the tank. So it's good to overtrain is the answer really for what I'm trying to say. I hope that makes sense to you. And yeah, I hope you like the t-shirt, and I hope you look at maybe doing a Tough Mudder in the future. Maybe that would be a goal of yours, to complete a Tough Mudder in the future. Please let me know how you got on with this week, and let me know if you've even done a Tough Mudder. I'd love to hear from you and your experiences too. So please like, share, subscribe, and I will see you on the next video. Take care. Bye bye.